how do you harness the power of negativity and flip it positive? How do you create that boomerang in your life? Well, step number one is drawing that proverbial line in the sand. Until you get to the point when you say to yourself, no more. I'm done feeling like shit. I'm done being the victim. I'm done pointing the finger of blame. And you look within yourself and find your best self, to really see yourself as you are. Not worse than you are, but to really see yourself and connect with yourself. Nothing can happen until you address that. Are you ready to make the changes? Are you ready to move forward? Are you ready to accept responsibility for your role in whatever went wrong? Whatever that may be, whatever aspect of your life it was in. Are you ready to expect your part in it? Learn from that and grow from that. That's one big part of it. The second part is possessing the actual skills for success that are required to leapfrog over everybody else. Let me just tell you the bottom freaking line here, guys. All right? Most people live average lives. You know why? Because they're fucking average. Because they deserve to. Because they chose to not invest enough in themselves, and they weren't born with any amazing differentiating skill. And they said, okay, here's who I am. I'm not extraordinary. See, I don't buy into that of every human being is extraordinary. I think that's a load of nonsense. I think very few human beings are extraordinary. What makes human beings so amazing, though, is you don't have to be born extraordinary. You can become extraordinary through sheer hard fucking work, through dedication, through learning, through absorbing knowledge, through practice, through repetition, through teamwork. You can become extraordinary. What does that mean? Well, I'm the first to admit, I'm not the average bear when it comes to my ability to influence and persuade. I was born with an extreme gift. I just was. Thank you, God, or nature, whatever you believe, right? I was born with an extreme gift. That gift allowed me to effortlessly almost go out into the world and achieve things that other people couldn't achieve. Lead people, spread a message, devise a system. Seriously. Not being cocky here, I'm just being honest with you. Most people were not blessed with a gift like that that's so extreme that people say, oh my God, I'd never say anything like that. It's rare. But guess what? Do you know how many people I've taught this to, the gift I have? I've transferred the gift to millions of people, many of whom do it just as well as I do it right now. Or maybe if they don't do it as well, indistinguishably as well. To the point where that gift I have, they possess it at high enough a level that they can accomplish whatever they want to. It differentiates them. They're in that small class of human beings that can out-negotiate, out-influence, out-persuade, out-close everybody around them. And because of that, it allows them to achieve more. And because our brain is so smart, and because our brain future paces everything we do, when we become aware, we say, you know what? I might not have been born with an extraordinary gift, but through sheer effort, I forged myself into a weapon, into this apex predator for good. But I'm a predator. I'm in the apex. I'm the top of the heap. Wow. Your brain says, you know what? Suddenly anything is possible. So my past failures, my past tendency not to take action when faced with opportunity, that no longer has to equal my future. Because I possess a skill now that differentiates me. That's sales. That's ability to close. But is that the only skill? No. Sometimes someone is born an average, above average athlete, like very solid athlete, but they weren't like Michael Jordan Or even someone like Michael Jordan. What do you think made Michael Jordan Michael Jordan? Or Federer? Yeah, amazing God-given talent. But they spent extraordinary amounts of time forging themselves into superstars. The only reason I don't like to use a Michael Jordan or a Federer is so extreme, it's so rare, but there's people like Matt Barnes, who was on my podcast. Perfect example. He's a perfect example. Didn't have that level of a gift. Obviously, very talented athlete, physical specimen, right? 6'8", whatever. But he had to forge himself through sheer hard work and dedication to find his best self, his highest use, and became extraordinarily successful and wealthy as a result of that.